I don't know about where you guys live, but here in Nevada we play this game just about every time it snows. Whose lane is it anyway? Earlier on this day we got a little bit of snow midday, and that turns to ice shortly after the sun goes down. I took off to a local hill that I know is a pretty common spot for people to get stuck, and figured I'd see if anybody was stuck up there, and I was right. Basically, every single time somebody would come up this hill and start to slide, everybody would have to stop so that they wouldn't all hit each other, and then it would cause a chain reaction for all these other cars to then get stuck because they lost momentum. Now, I keep all my recovery gear in the Stowflex tailgate of my 23 Canyon, and I just backed up, hooked up to the first car that I saw, and drug them up the hill. When I was unhooking from the last car, this tanker truck got stuck and was screaming at the car behind him. Well, the poor guy had his window up and couldn't hear the trucker. Trucker was absolutely freaking out, and I walked over and coached everybody to get out the way, and got the trucker to put his tandems in, and he was chained up, and he made it up the hill no problem after that. While I was pretty much arguing with this driver about him waiting for a ride, this Silverado decided to spin out, almost hitting my truck and the car that I was talking to. So I walked over to the truck, coached him how to put his truck into four-wheel drive, and surprise, he drove up the hill no problem. The recovery gear that I'm using is a couple years old, and it's due for replacement now that I'm doing more recoveries for 775 off-road. I'll put links below to some of the products that I'm looking to replace this current gear with, so that if you guys want to put some of this stuff in your rig, you got some links down below. You guys don't have to do the research, and I've pretty much done all the hard work for you. I ended up turning everybody around right here at this intersection, and you guys are going to see here in a second why I need to replace some of my gear. I've actually had people run it over a few times, and it's starting to wear out.
No, behind me. Get behind me! Get behind me!
This poor guy was clearly out of his element, and I'm glad we were able to help him get off the hill and find a safer route home. Turns out this lady's husband was actually behind her by a couple minutes in traffic and was able to kind of switch spots with her, and then I was able to pull him up the hill.
No, I can't talk, dude. I'm doing recoveries on Pyramid.
I know. I was gonna ask if you were doing anything and if somebody has to pick up that part, but
yeah, dude.
If you're there, I'll come over there.
Pyramid and Queen, come on down.
Oh, okay. Like behind McCarran, I'll come over there. I'll find you. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Are you not chained up? Are you not chained up at all?
Yeah, I'm trying to right now. One day I can't get my truck.
I got a buddy coming right now. We'll come and get you here in a minute. If you can get the chains, great. If not, ¿Qué pasó?
Hey,
What's up?
good.
You stuck?
Some minutes ago, I stuck here, and I will go home and bought some chains for putting in the van. But yeah,
Go that way.
Huh?
Go that way.
Yeah, but you know.
So are you patiently waiting for a tow?
For a ride.
Well, I can get you over there so you can go home. Sparks Boulevard's way nicer than this right now. I just drove up it.
These two guys in the work trucks and the nice lady in the Kia were all able to go down this little side road where it was a lot flatter and a lot safer for them to go on home. This poor guy wins the Overachievement award of the night. He was trying so hard to get up this hill. I ended up convincing him to just let me hook onto him and pull him around the corner so that he could go home a separate way. I made an error in judgment here and pulled up to this Subaru because they were stuck first. The problem was, if I pulled them, I would have hit this Ranger. He was clipping on some sort of dog collar looking thing onto his front tires, and turns out the guy's truck was two-wheel drive. So I said, look dude, let me just hook onto you, we'll pull you around the corner.
I'm doing exactly what you think I'm doing right now.
You're home?
Nope.
What are you doing?
Saving the day.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure you're alive.
I'm alive.
Okay,
Justin's here helping me.
Alright, babe.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Justin ended up hooking onto that Subaru that I mentioned a few minutes ago, and you guys can see just how slick this is. He's fully locked up right now and still sliding down the hill. He's not even spinning the tires right now. And finally, we got everybody off the side of the road and on their way home, and came back down to help this poor semi driver. NHP finally pulled up behind us and ran lights, which was helpful just to make sure that we were all safe and didn't have nobody driving around us. But you can see just how slick this is. It is 100% black ice. We got all turned around and hooked up to the semi and started the process of trying to get him out of where he was.
If we go slow enough, he's not hopping that curve. I'm just worried about this signpost taking him. He might lean into it, but I mean, we're trying to gear at this point.
We were concerned that as we pulled him around this corner that he would take out this sign, damaging the truck and ultimately the sign. So tried to do what we could to mitigate that, but ultimately had to back him off the sign and then remove it.
You want to bump him again?
We're moving slowly, but we can, yeah.
Yeah, now that we're on the curb, let's do it again.
The ropes we are using are called kinetic ropes. They have a bit of a stretch to them. They're not a static, hard jolt when you come to an end.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm following you when you go.
Dude, that was money. Hey, you're two-wheel drive, buddy.
No, I'm locked in. Four low.
Nothing up front looks like it's spinning.
It might be because that front tire's on the curb.
There it goes. One more bump. He's on that sign now.
Justin carries a ton of tools in his new deck system that we've got in the bed of the truck. We just installed that about a month or two ago, and I'll have a video for that install coming up soon. I'll put a card up in the corner for you guys.
I'm ready when you are.
I know that sound wasn't from my blow-off valve spacer, but we learned shortly after this that Justin had done a bead on his back right tire. We ended up having to get a little creative to get the tire back on the bead and get it back aired up. The trucker was pretty impressed that we were able to get this tire back on the bead with a little bit of starting fluid and torch. Once we got everything aired back up and repositioned, we were able to give this guy one final pull and got him up and over the hill.
Alright, we're home free now.
I think if you heard me, I just want to make sure that, we know where we're going down.
I just want to get to a flat spot, that's all. That way, once we unhook, there's no risk of him sliding into either one of us. Alright, let's kill it right here. He's coming around you.
Sure, look like it, man.